Hey, what's up everybody? My name is James and this is ESENTL Apparel. And if you're watching this video today, you're curious about sublimation and how to do it. Well, today we're going to be pressing a mask and we're going to get into it right after the intro. Stay tuned. So what's up everybody, my name is James, and hey, if this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button because we'd like you to help this channel grow, and we're going to be making videos like this all year long, so it's going to be something you're definitely going to enjoy. So today we're going to be talking about sublimation and how to do it on a face mask. So this has been a popular trend lately with being able to do all kinds of custom designs, apparel matching, whatever you can think of. If you can print it, you can sublimate it on a mask or even shirts. But today we're going to be doing this mask and we're going to show you how it's done. So if you're familiar with sublimation, you should know that it is a special ink that you use, and you can use it in some printers. Some of the more popular printers would be like the Epson EcoTanks. A lot of people have been able to use that. That's actually something we use here, is an EcoTank, and we use a sublimation ink from Cosmos Ink. Now that's been the first ink that I've tried and have had great results. I'm sure there's all kinds of different inks out there, some that might even have better results. For us, it's been the only ink that we've used so far, and we've had great results with it. So today we're going to go ahead and press this mask. Now, some of the papers that we have used exclusively, and we've tried them all. We've tried A-Sub, we've tried Hammermill, we've even tried regular bright white premium paper, and we've had the TexPrint XPHR, which is here, and you'll know because on the back it actually says TexPrint XPHR. We have found that the results on this paper, because this paper is designed for Epson printer heads, has been outstanding when it comes to detail and when it comes to color pop. So this is definitely a paper that I personally will highly recommend you purchase if you're using an Epson printer. If you're using something like a Sawgrass, well, hey, try what works for you. I mean, that's the first thing we did when we got into sublimation. We tried all the papers just to see which one produced the better results before we started making stuff with sublimation. So for us, it was this one. So what you're going to need first off are your sublimation blanks. Now I'll tell you right now, if you need some really great sublimation blanks that are 100% polyester, highly stretchable and breathable, also come with a built-in filter pocket, and are made here in the USA, ESENTL brand is where you're going to get them. So check out our website, ESENTLbrand.com, and you can find not only gator necks, but you can also find our exclusive masks that we produce here in Los Angeles. We keep the business here within the United States to help families that are, that need to keep working and that need to put food on the table. So support that by purchasing masks directly from us at ESENTLbrand.com. So let's go ahead and get into it right now. So take your print, guys. You're going to take your print, and what you're going to do is definitely make sure you got some heat tape. Where did my heat tape go? Ah, here it is. Put it way back there where it didn't belong. So you're going to go ahead and take your heat tape. That's a must. You're going to need Teflon sheets. So you want to have a Teflon sheet on the bottom. You're going to want a second Teflon sheet for the top. And then in between those layers, you're going to use sheets of paper, whether it's butcher paper, it could be newsprint like what I have here, or you can use parchment paper as well. So one sheet basically goes down here, and these sheets are so that it protects the ink from transferring to your lower platen or even your upper platen and just creating a mess. Now what we're going to do is take our mask here. We're going to go ahead and pre-press the mask. I believe in pre-pressing because you want the mask as flat as possible. I've seen people not do a pre-press and they have lousy results. So you want to flatten that mask. So really quick, we're going to do, and before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and increase my temperature because we want to be pressing at about 400 degrees. We're going to let that heat up real quick, and then we're going to come right back. Okay, so we're going to want to set this mask down, and we're going to want to do a pre-press before we even get to the actual placement of this on our actual print. The pre-press is important because it does one thing. It stretches the mask a bit and it really flattens the mask out so you get better results. Now, firm pressure is something you're going to want to use, so make sure you set that before, and if you want, you can test your pressure, but usually a good firm pressure is what you want in this regard. So we're going to go ahead really quick, press this mask for a couple of seconds. So we want to be able to place our mask. We don't want to press it 100% because we want to be able to make sure everything is nice and flat, and that after you press it for a couple seconds, you can really flatten out the ears the way you need them to be, and then flatten it again, and then make sure everything's good to go. So that looks good right there. That's about where I need it to be as far as the ears go. The ears are nice and flat. I'll go ahead and bring this closer so you can see. Okay, so you notice here the ears are nice and flat on both sides, but we want to kind of flatten the inside a little bit, so I'm going to let that go for probably a good 5 seconds or so. Okay, see how flat that is? That's what you want when you're getting ready to sublimate a mask. Okay, you want a nice flat surface. So now we're going to take our print, we're going to go ahead and take that too. Now what I'll do is, I'll show you in a second here, I'll pull the mask all the way to one side first. Okay, so pull it all the way to one side. So just like this, pull it to the one side, to the very edge of the print. That way your print is perfectly where these ears begin, okay? And then you notice we have a little bit of gap down here. We're gonna stretch that mask to the edge so that we have a nice clean line like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that real quick. And this is something a lot of people don't do, and they wonder why their image looks like crap after they pressed it. They're like, what did I do wrong? How come my image doesn't look all centered on my mask? Well, you didn't really place the image properly, and then we're going to go ahead and stretch the bottom to the very edge. And the way you dial in your image to your mask, guys, we're going to highlight that in another video, but basically you measure the printable area of your mask. So you see what we did there? All the way to the edge, taped, all the way to the edge, edge, edge. When you make these templates, guys, you want to measure from here to here on your mask, there to there on your mask, and that's the size you make your template, and then maybe add about 1/8 of an inch on both sides, or 1/4 of an inch. Usually about 1/8 of an inch on both sides is good, because then that gives you a total of 1/4 inch. So that's going to give us a great image on the mask. Now remember, this is the back end, and your finish ends should be on the inside of this image, because that's what the part that's getting printed on. Now remember, mask side down. Okay, so mask side down, got your image up. That's been another mistake people have done, where they put the image facing down. That heat platen has to hit that image. That's where the temperature needs to be for sublimation to work. Now go ahead and take another sheet. I cut my own sheets down from 16 by 20 inch sheets of newsprint. I cut them in 3s to end up with this size so that I'm not wasting paper, and that gives me a lot of paper. So go ahead and place your sheet on top. Go ahead, put your press down. Now we're going to count down. 55 seconds is where I have it set at. And this is fun, guys. Sublimation is something that's super fun to do. That you can get so creative with sublimation, it's not even funny. I mean, there's so much you can do with it, from canvas printing for frames, t-shirts, bandanas, beanies, socks, keychains, mugs, tumblers. There's so many things that you can sublimate. It's not even funny. It's just something that's so fun and so crafty to do. And you know what? If you're gonna have to wear a mask, wear one that's unique to you, or that matches your garment, or that makes a statement or something. Have fun with it. It's a great market to get into. And you know what? People have asked me, is the mask business dead? Well, I'll tell you what. It's not dead, but it's not super popping either, okay? But it is still alive, and there is still a need for it, and there are still those people. Go ahead when you're done, take your mask off, and then go ahead and just peel your mask off. This right here has been one of my most popular selling masks. People just absolutely love this mask and how it looks. So, let's see. So there you go. This mask is done, and this is a mask we actually sell on our site. But look at that bad boy. So if you really want to add some character to your life, let me go ahead and put this camera back real quick. So if you really want to add some character to your life, guys, boom. Go ahead and do something like this for your people. You can just have a lot of fun with it. But look at, you know, we've got everything nice and clean on the edges. It doesn't look off. You know, we got nice, vibrant colors. And really the colors is where you can kind of mess around. You know, if you're in your design software, you can mess around with your vibrancies, your saturations to really get that print where you need it to be. And then of course, when we print, we always use our printer properties, and we use, you know, we always print with ICM settings, you know, to be able to get the proper results. So, hey, how you doing? So, you see how we can have some fun with it? Everywhere we go, this mask right here makes people smile. So that's what it's all about. Make something that's fun, guys. But that's how you sublimate a mask. Those are the, that's the sublimation paper we use, XPHR from TexPrint, and that's all I got for you. So until the next video, this is James. If you like this video at all, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe, people. We want you to help this channel grow. We want to start doing this full time, and we need your help to do that. Post in the comments if you like what we've done. You got any other suggestions as far as maybe inks you might be using, different papers that different papers that you might have used that have worked for you. Hit it in the comments, man. We like to engage with you guys. As you can see, we're all about growing with other companies. So until the next video, again, this is James, ESENTL Apparel, and I'm out.